Movie prime time.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? MGO here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers The Last Knight Voyager class, Optimus Prime. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. It's right up front here. We have a nice image of Optimus Prime reaching out for his pizza bagels of justice. Autobot symbol there in the background. Optimus Prime, Transformers The Last Knight on this side of the box. We have a nice image here of Prime and a 3-word bio. He gets a 3-word bio. Earth's greatest protector. That's all you need to know. On this side of the box, you just have Transformers, Autobot symbols, and the rest of the picture there. He is a Voyager class, a classe Voyagiere, a classe Viajero, and a classe Voyager. Yes. On the bottom, you have words and things. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots. You got your cross cells, and that's basically it for the packaging. So, moving right along, here we have Voyager class Optimus Prime, and he is a red and blue truck. Mind blown. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's still his Age of Extinction design. He's kept that from the last movie, and I'm perfectly fine with that. And this is a pretty neat figure. I do quite like him. So, here he is in his truck mode. And we'll get in close here so we can see the details. Lots of silver paint right up front here for the front grille. There's even a little Autobot symbol molded up there. Right there. Little Autobot symbol. That's amazing. Then you get the nice blue flames right there, which are done in a nice sparkly paint, which looks very good. I dig it. And you got the black right here for the windshields and the windows. You get some silver paint right up top here. You get some more flamey action going on. Autobot symbol right there on either side. Got some silver for the gas cans and whatnot. The rims aren't painted, but well. In the back here, you got the smokestacks going on. No paint on those, unfortunately. In the back, you get some more details here. You got the trailer hitch and all that good stuff, which has some, like, schmutz on it. My trailer hitch, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this schmutz is. But it won't come off. I can't get the schmutz off. It's just permanently schmutzed. Schmutzed. It's schmutz. But anyway. And you got the tail lights and all that good stuff right there. And the underside. See what's going on down there. He rolls, as rolling things should. Hooray for rolling. And yeah, so there you have that. Now for comparison, here he is with the Age of Extinction Evasion Mode Prime. So you can see how they look together. Just because here he is with Titan's Return, Voyager Prime. Just so you can see how he scales there. With the current line, here he is with Deluxe Barricade. And that works pretty well for me anyway. Here he is with Berserker. See how they look together. And here he is with Leader, Age of Extinction Prime. This is the Takara version, of course. But you can see how they scale with one another. So, there you have that. And yeah, he does include his weapons. He does include his sword, which is just cast in a silver-ish plastic, and the blade is painted orange because reasons. I don't know. But some molded detail in there. So you have that. And he does have his shield, which is done in this color plastic. But as you can see, it's mostly painted in that light blue. I believe they call this all spark blue. So that's some nice detail to it. So you have that. And you can store the weaponry on him if you turn him upside down. There is a clip right there. And you just slide the sword in. That holds there. Nice and secure like. And the shield, you just plug into the trailer hitch. Right there. Like that. There you go. Everything is stored on the vehicle mode. Hooray for storage. So there you have that. And one other thing to mention, the blue plastic they use does have that nice sparkly finish that I absolutely adore. So that looks cool. It just gives the toy a nice overall sheen to it, and I do very much like that. But that is pretty much it for the truck mode. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's remove the weapons, slide that out, and let's get down to it. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take this whole top section right here of the truck and just pop that up like that. And then you're going to take these side sections here. You're going to untab that. You can see a tab right there, just goes into this slot right there. And you just swing this to the back and you collapse this down like that. Take the other side, untab that, swing that to the back like that. And you can see how things are starting to work out there. Now, I'm going to raise the camera up a little bit so I have some room to operate. And at this point now, you're going to take these side sections here. You're going to untab all this. You got tabs and slots and all that tabs together up front there. And you also want to untab it right here. It just tabs into the hip. So undo that. And at this point now, you can also split this rear section here. And we'll get started on the legs. So we'll just bring this leg down. And you just want to take this, bring that all the way down, rotate at the thigh swivel. You're going to take this section right here and just swing it around to the other side like that. And there you go. You're going to take the foot, you're just going to untap it, and to bring that down, you're going to swing that around. And this tab is just going to go into this notch right up in here. And that's just going to fall right in there. And once you've done that, you're going to take this section here and you're just going to rotate it so the flames are facing out towards the side there. You're going to take this section of the grill, untab it, swing it around like that. And then you're going to take all this and you're going to bring it up on this hinge. And there's a tab right here that will go into this slot right there. Tab that in, and voila, you have a leg all done. Second verse, much like the first. So you just untab, bring all that back, bring that down, rotate, swing that around, bring that down, bring that around, tab that in, bring that out, swing that around, bring all this up, tab that in, and there you got the legs all done. Then you just take this little crotch plate here, bring that down, and then you rotate him 180 out to the waist. So we got his lower body all done, and now we will move on to the upper body. So at this point now, you can take this top section here of the truck, and you want to bring it back on this hinge right here, bring it all the way back, and you have these two tabs right here, which will go into these slots right here on either side. So make sure that these bits right here are kind of apart a bit, so things have the clearance to come in between them. And then you can see I just got a tab in right there on that side, and then you just kind of line everything up so it tabs in on that side, and you got a little tab that'll tab into a slot right here on this piece, which will secure all that. It doesn't hold dead solid, but it secures it enough. So there you have the backpack all done. So now we'll work on the arms. Now the arms, if they haven't already split themselves, split the arms, bring it out, just bring the arm down. The shoulder piece here, you just untab. You see a little tab goes into that little slot right there. So untab that, bring that to the forefront, and then just bring the arm back, and that'll just tab in right there. You take this panel here on the forearm, you just bring that back, that will snap into place. And then you got an arm all done. Same thing on the other side, just bring that down, untab, swing forward, bring that up, snap that into place, bring the arm back, and booyah, you got two arms. And then you just take the head, and you flip it up. You take the chest, and just bring that up. Like that. That will tab into place, and then you take his pecs and you rotate them up. So you can have proper pec pop in action. And there you go. There you have Voyager Class Prime in his robot mode, and it looks good. It looks good, and there is a good amount of paint on this figure. I mean, granted, could be more, but there is still a good amount of paint on this figure, and I do quite dig him. I dig him. He's a nice, smaller version of the Age of Extinction design, and I like it. I like it. So let's get in close here on that noggin. There's that noggin. You got the nice light blue there for the eyes. We got some silver there on the face. Could have used some more silver. Prime's helmet does have a lot more silver on it. Could have used a bit more paint, but oh well, it is what it is. That's just that's just a common phrase with these figures. Like, could use more paint, but it is what it is, you know. But you do have the nice metallic blue here for the collar. You got the nice metallic blue here on the chest. Lots of silver here on the chest, as you can see, and lots of molded detail as well. Looks very nice. Got some silver here on his biceps. Got the metallic blue here on the forearms. You got that blue and the silver there on the crotch plates. And you got a lot of nice silver here on the shins. And again, some nice molded detail. Except for the schmutz. The schmutz. I hate the schmutz. Schmutz! Schmutz! Anyway. And you got his feet right there. And taking a look at the back here. Kind of see everything works out. I mean, he does have a backpack, but yeah, no, again, you know, he's gonna be a little shell-formery just due to his design. I mean, you look at his animation model, and the only question you can ask is, where's the truck? You know, I mean, the truck basically disappears when he transforms. He just has random spots with flames on them, and you don't even know where those, you know, what parts of the truck those came off of. So it's just, it's the nature of his design. His design just doesn't lend itself to a practical transformation, unfortunately. So yeah, he's going to be a little shell-formery. But I still think he did a good job with it, though, all things considered. So, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint. You get a little bit of wiggly-waggly. He can look up a bit. He can't really look down. As far as rotation goes, that's as far as you're going to get before the collar gets in the way. The arms can do a full 360, although you kind of have to swing around the backpack there. The arms can move in and out. The shoulder pieces can also move up and down. They're also on a swivel as well. For some reason, on mine, this shoulder doesn't tab in super securely. This one holds in just fine, but this one likes to come out really easily. Regardless of how hard I push this in, it pops out pretty easy. He does have a bicep swivel, elbow bend, slightly over 90 degrees of elbow bend. He doesn't have any wrist swivel, unfortunately, and I think they could have worked one in there, but, well. He does have a waist swivel. The legs can go forward that far. He can do the high kicks. He can do all those kinds of high kicks. You can go back that far before the backpack gets in the way. Outward movements, that's as far as you're going to get. He does have a thigh swivel. Due to all the stuff behind his legs, that's all the knee bend you're going to get out of him, unfortunately. And the feet don't really do anything. They're just all locked in place due to transformation. So, not exactly superposable. Now, of course, he can hold his weapons. You can give him the sword. And he does have a port on either forearm here for his shield. You can just plug that on there and have him all armed up like that. And if you don't want him holding his sword, he does actually have a sheath for it right here, right there. It's a sheath for it. It's molded in. And you can just take the sword and just drop that behind his back. That's pretty cool. You can store the sword back there if you want to, but I want my Prime holding his sword. So, there you go, and now for comparison. Here he is with the Voyager Evasion Mode Prime. So you can see how they look together, and they are basically the same height. I think this Prime is maybe a hair shorter, but pretty much the same heights. Here he is with Titan's Return, Voyager Prime, just because. You can see he's actually a little bit taller. And his Titan's Return self. Here he is with the Berserker. You can see how he scales there. Here he is with Mr. Barricade. You can see how they look. And here he is with the Takara Leader, Age of Extinction Prime. So you can see how they look together. So there you have that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this guy. I do quite dig this. This is where my tongue stops working. I do quite dig this figure. You know, as is usually the case, Could have used some more paint, but there is a lot of paint on him already, all things considered, in all fairness. There is a lot of paint on this figure. But, of course, could have used more because his design is, like, mostly silver, so there need to be a lot more silver paint on this. But, you know, we can always see what Takara does with this. But all in all, though, very nice figure. Very cool transformation. I love the transformation on this. I like that they got a second crack at this design of Prime, and they definitely did refine the transformation and definitely, you know, they definitely came up with a better transformation for him. I mean, he still has a backpack, but definitely not as much as, you know, this guy has. You know, they definitely did a better job with kind of compacting things and hiding things away. So I think they did a good job with this guy. I very much dig him. So there you go. Now, if you would like this or any other Transformers movie toys, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. You can also check out my Transformers movie toys playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out M-Games, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say, so there is the Transformers The Last Knight Voyager Class Optimus Prime, and this is MGO saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Autobots, we save the day. But now, I must venture off into space, because I need answers, and that's where I will find them. You want to know if there are pizza bagels on other planets? No? Well, maybe. Shut up! Up, and away! He needs a hobby.